you are the one using computer to work in your business, there's what we call antivirus. Antivirus. Just like virus can attack a human being and kill it, it can also attack your computer and destroy whatever information you have there. So you must always buy an antivirus and put in your computer. It's as important as keeping your hardware clean. Once your virus or even your phone, if you do a lot of business with your phone, make sure your phone has antivirus in it. Otherwise, one day, all you have there may disappear, and it will cause you great pain. Practice proper storage and protection. Protect your digital equipment. Protect your phone. Protect your laptop. Protect even the technological devices you use. We are women of dignity. You don't need to be careless. You don't be careless with it. Don't drop it anyhow. Don't say I'm in a hurry. Always be calculated. Now, if you are using computers or these things, care for your battery. If, like during the COVID, many people, their laptops got spoiled because they just packed it one side and left it. If you are not using it, remove the battery. We are talking of how you can care for your digital equipment. Remove the battery and keep it somewhere. Anytime you bring it back, it will work. But if you leave it there, it will dry up and attach. And when you want to pick it up, it will not start. So you have to take care of your power cables. Limit the number of devices you are connecting to a single outlet. If you are in your house, you have your television, you have your power cables, you have your computer. Do not plug everything in one socket. Spread them out so that they don't burn. Ensure that the wiring of your house is properly grounded. There are some people where if you have something like solar giving you light in the house, when it rains, thunder might scatter everything. And it will give you a lot of trouble to fix it. So what you do is you make sure that your house is properly heated. The electricians, you call them, they will know how to fix it. So that whatever equipment you are using inside your house cannot all of a sudden get burnt or get damaged when NEPA increases or decreases current. Now, as women of destiny and to maintain our dignity, there are certain things you should not do with your technological equipment. Misuse of technology. These days, people have misused technology. And that is making some people somehow look at it as good or bad. But we have to know that we should use technology for something good. God created us, and in Genesis told us to increase and multiply and conquer the world. So all the inventions we are doing, they are all because we are created in the image of God. And we are using the intelligence God has given us. So when you have your technological products, do not use it for illegal and fraudulent deeds. This is where we have problem today. Many people have manufactured the equipment of mass destruction. Do not use it for what is illegal. We all know what is legal in our country and what is illegal. We all know some of the fraudulent practices available. Production of fake products. Because there are so many small technological equipments, you see people going inside their house and producing fake products and selling to others. Even drugs that we deal, food that we eat, they produce fake ones. They get expired ones, remove it, put new label, and sell. That is using technology for fraudulent things. To maintain our womanhood dignity, we are not to be involved in that kind of thing. And we should not allow our children or our relations to be involved. Speak out and tell them, do not do this. It is wrong. There's what we call now cybercrime. Everybody has phone, have computers, go to Facebook. You're on the internet most of the time. And also, the devil has capitalized on it and preparing what is called cybercrime. In that, what we are talking about now is cyber security. What is cyber? Cyber means working on the internet, in the space. When you are in the internet, you can connect anywhere in the world. Every person in the world can see you. So that is what led to what we call Yahoo. You see boys staying here, using their phone, writing letters abroad and all that things, and getting huge millions of money that spoils our youth today. Many of them don't want to go to school again. They don't want to work. They just stay there and be cooking stories. So those things, they are not good. Committing fraud, telling people what is not true, deceit. Even some women use the internet for child trafficking. They use the internet to steal the property of others. What somebody has produced, you go and change it into your own. They use it to violate the privacy of people. Oye bia ye were phone number ye nye mmadu. Onya will tell you all sorts of messages. Many people have been duped. They go on a bank because people have given false information, taking their number, taking their PIN, taking their password, and clear everything they have in their account. Don't use technology to spread fake news. Fake news, especially what happens on WhatsApp today and other places. You just see something and you just forward. Please, my sister, let us be careful about forwarding. If you're on WhatsApp and something comes into your phone, if you are not sure, don't forward. There's even a law now that might catch up with people that forward anyhow. You load card just to call somebody and start quarreling with the person. You will speak for hours. Everything is quarreling. It's not what that phone is meant for. It's not what we should use it for. Don't use it to gossip. If you are in a WhatsApp group, be a woman of dignity. Maintain your dignity. Don't just, whatever you see, you start commenting. Some people have lost their job because of what they said on social media. When you are on the internet, just know that you are in the whole world. Once you put anything there, you cannot withdraw it. Before you know it, millions of people have read that thing. They have read it. If, assuming you are gossiping about somebody, you have assassinated that person to millions of people. It won't be easy for you to withdraw it back. You can't. So be careful of what you put there, of what you say. Ask God to help you to always be like a blessed Virgin Mother. Don't be quick to talk. Let something against you. But it's not our portion in Jesus' name. But be careful. It's not everything you expose to the internet. It's not everything. Especially if you are somebody that is, of a high-ranking office. You have to be very careful, because whatever step, whatever you put, whatever you say, people will read it and use it for one thing. So don't use your phone for immoral behavior. You should always be transparent. As we are women, for instance, you shouldn't be afraid for your husband to touch your phone. There are families' problem is because the husband read the phone of the wife and discovered a lot of funny things the wife was doing with his phone. And that is the beginning of trouble in the family. The same thing. You see people using phone for immoral behaviors. Use it instead to spread the gospel. Don't use it for immoral things, thinking that nobody will see you. People will see you one day. Technology is very, very powerful now. There are something you will be doing, you think nobody will know. Before you know it, the record and the picture and everything will be flashed on you. And you will not know what to say. You cannot deny it. So be very careful. We are in the era of artificial intelligence. We are talking of digital cameras. You may enter a house, you don't know that the house has cameras, and you will start behaving anyhow. When you finish, they will show you every step you took. So, in this era of digital technology, we have to be careful of our behaviors. We are talking on the misuse of technology. Because for you to be a dignified woman, you must not be involved. And you don't allow your children to be involved in these things. Some of the misuse of technology is social isolation and loneliness. If you are using this technology or this equipment, or you have your phone or your laptop, don't stay always on your laptop. You are a banker, you are a businesswoman, you work. Every time you are there, you see even your phone, you see some of our children, they have misused their phone. They keep themselves in isolation. They can stay from morning till night, pressing phone, loneliness. Phone is their companion. That one is misuse. You use it, you drop it, you do other things. You socialize, you do your domestic duty as a wife, you teach your children, you have time for God and for your prayers. In as much as our phone also contains this thing, if you must use them, you have everything. The low value of home workers, negative impact on students. For those of us, we've thought about the role of women in schools. So many schools ban the use of phone. But I think these students, they will still go out and still use the phone. There are good students can use phone even for good things. There's no subject a student cannot learn with the phone. Teach your students how to use the phone to learn, to do competition. We once went to a secondary school and we gave them quiz on phone. Each of them, we gave them phone and we told them to answer the quiz on phone. The school were surprised that, hey, this phone can be used for something useful. The students answered the question there, and the first, second, third were given prizes. So do not allow students to misuse phone. Rather, teach them how they can use this phone to better their lives. Do not be addicted. You see, if you can be addicted to this, just like some people are addicted to some TV programs. Whatever you're doing, once it's time for that thing, if you are calling them, they rush. I must watch this episode. Don't be addicted to your phone. Well, we are women of destiny, as we have been here for some days. We have dropped our phones and we stay here to pray. That is what you should be. With these technological changes, spread your life. Don't be addicted to any particular one. Don't be addicted to any particular one. Technology and your salvation. Like we have said, technology can help you also in your salvation. Us to spread the gospel to the ends of the earth. Matthew 24:14. We have seen that even our prophet uses technology a lot. If the work is online, there are so many programs online. Once you go and search in the work, you will see a lot of things. I tried it, I was marveled. I said, wow, this our prophet has gone viral. There was a time they were attacking him. Somebody said, they have closed the work at Int'L. They have banned people from coming there. That was in a WhatsApp group, like I told you. People like to gossip. I said, when they talk, I told you, look, if the work has gone beyond physical, he is now online. If you're attacking him physically, you're wasting your time. So, he is now viral and online. So, in summary and in conclusion, what we are saying is that in this era of digital age, in this era of .net, .com, in this era of so many technological devices around you, do not be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Even mama nọ na village, nwa gị zụnye gị phone, ga-akpọ ụmụ gị, nwa m chimote echemie. Ha eji gị. Gị adịkwa na-educated woman. Also know the technology around you so that your children will not deceive you and you will guide them properly. All these things are meant for God said he has come to give us life and life in abundance. And all this knowledge is given to man that we might have that abundant life and live happily on earth before we are called to eternal glory. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please, may we put our hands together for her. Do you have any questions? Do you have any question? Or do we go for another one? Any question?
I am sure you know that clap is not enough for this lecture. Don't you agree with me? Please give her a resounding clap. The person you're seeing here, you can see her. She's completely in the work. Can you see her? She is an associate professor of technology at the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. Please, a round of applause for her once more. I know, as from today, you already know how to use your smartphones, don't you? Yes. I know you have questions. Though she did very good with her presentation, but I know you have questions. Feel free. Let us discuss what she has said. So if you have any question, raise up your hand. We'll come to you. Just questions. She will give you the appropriate answers. You know, many of us have been misusing our technologies. This is the opportunity to talk about it. She's here to give you appropriate answers. So if you have questions, raise up your hand. Mommy, come.
It is possible. She told us that we should not hide our phone from our husband. You told us that we should not hide our phone.
Yes.
Husband. Will the husband allow us to use his own phone? I said she told us not to hide our phone from our husband. I'm asking, will our husband allow us to use his own phone free?
She said, our lecturer said, we should not hide our phones from our husbands. We should allow our husbands to see our phones, to use our phones and all that. She's asking whether our husbands will allow us, their wives, to use their own phone. That's our question. Another question. Which?
If they walk, oh.
It's possible.
If they walk, oh.
Possible.
Women of destiny.
Great.
Women of destiny.
Great.
In fact, I am so happy, ma, to be in your presence. I so much enjoyed this lecture. This lecture worth clapping for you 100 times again and again and again. Thank you, mommy. But my question is this. You know, a lot of us are ignorant of so many things. Like this question, ma, I have for you is somebody, you know, like you said, will gossip with our phone without knowing that people all over the world is watching us. And any information you pass there is not that easy to, you know, retrieve it because so many people have seen the message and they have it in their phones. Now, I have this question for you because this thing happens to a brother of me who happens to be a politician when he lost the elder brother that is so much love, and a sister-in-law started writing something in the internet. As I speak to you, this thing happens 2018 till date that are in the courts because of this gossip. Sometimes we don't know the implication. We think it's just, like mommy was just saying it might look casual. But I want to ask you, in a case like this, what do you have to tell us? Because you might, you know, tell us a brief about gossiping with our phone, the implication, we might not really get it. It's really implicating, ma. Please, my question is, can you educate mommies here? Because we are ignorant of a lot of things, and the gossip is one of the ones that can take us to court. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay.
Queen Dog.
Thank you. Any other person? Any other question? Okay, ma, you can go. Okay.
Okay. On the first question, he said, will our husbands allow us to see their phone? You see, that's why they are saying Nigeria should go digital. A lot of frauds are at times discovered with technology. Husbands who cheat on their wife, who have girlfriends here and there, and they use their phone to communicate with them. You may even be with them in bed and they are calling somebody somewhere. You know, such husbands will not allow you to use their phone, isn't it? The moment you want to pick their phones, they will get aggressive. But as a woman of destiny, there's a way you handle everything. Even in technology, if your husband is cheating on you, there's something you can put in his phone. Whatever he does, that's what we call recorder, for instance. If you have a call recorder on your phone, and your husband, whatever he does during the day, if you go and check his phone at his absence, you will get everything he did. But the important thing is, as a woman of destiny, how do you handle such issues? They exist. They exist. The issue is that how do you handle it so that you don't destroy your family. When you discover that your husband is cheating on you through the phone, how do you handle it? First of all, you have to go on your knees in prayer and ask for God's wisdom so that the devil doesn't scatter your family. You know how to handle it. It's just like settling any other thing your husband has offended you. Yes, you have gone through his phone and you found that maybe he bought a land somewhere he didn't tell you. He is sending money to a woman you don't know, and you discover a lot of fraudulent things he is doing. The issue is, how do you handle it? To me, first of all, you go on your knees in prayer and tell God that they have come. The devil is here to destroy your family. What do? Ask God for wisdom. You know your husband better than any other person. How do you handle him? When do you call him and talk to him and present the matter to him? You may first of all pretend as if nothing happened. Go on your knees in prayer and tell God to solve this problem for you. Listen to God. God will give you advice on how you are going to handle the matter. In everything, there are so many problems that come up in marriage, in family life is one of them. And how you handle it will depend on whether your family will stand or not. We are told that a wise woman buildeth her home, but a foolish one teareth it apart. The way you handle such issues will build your home or tear it. But in everything, as Christians, as children of God, as children of the work, as women of destiny, forgiveness should always be in your heart. If you don't have forgiveness, your family will scatter. If you don't forgive you call your husband at a time you know is best. It's not when you see such things. Before he comes back, you go and wait for him at the door. Carry him on the neck and start quarreling. Or you rush to that woman and pour her hot water or acid. No. You have to cool down. Ask yourself questions. Pray. Tell God to teach you how to handle this. God will surely show you a way. Call him at a cool time. Discuss with him. Depending on his reaction, you will know the next step to take. But above all, remember to forgive. If he apologizes and begs you, he will not do it again. So before you do that, you too also have to be transparent. The other one is talking about gossiping and the problems that come with it. That's why I told you that when you are on WhatsApp, when you are on Facebook, when you are on Instagram, when you are on the internet, mind what you post. Mind the kind of things you talk. There are certain things you will say, and it will tear a family apart. It will tear husband and wife apart. It will, destroy a marriage. There are cyber laws in Nigeria also. There are laws. The legal people here will help us. There are laws of some of the things you say. If you say what you are not sure of, you can be taken to court and prosecuted if you can't prove it. They will send you to jail. They will send you to jail for things that have already caused damage. For things that have already caused damage. At times there may be reconciliation. If you think spreading it further, you are going to wash more of your dirty linen. Ị ga-asa akwa gị ruru unyi na public. Ihe ahụ ị ga-aga public, ga destroy ihe niile. Ị nwere ike as a woman of peace, gị mara ụzọ ị ga-esi kpọkọta the people concerned and do a peaceful resolution ka onye ọbụla obi ya jụrụ. Because what has gone on the internet has gone viral. It has gone, but what we do is, how do you appease that person you gossiped about? Only him may offend. You can go and beg for forgiveness. If the person listens to you, that may end the matter. The people concerned, you can call a group of people and go and make a peaceful resolution. But you yourself know it now that it's not everything you see. You start talking on the internet, on the social media. It's not every of your family problem. If you are in a group, there are certain things they say there. You keep quiet. Or you tell them, let's discuss this thing during meeting. Let us not wash our dirty linen in public. Ka anyị kwuo ya na meeting, ka ekwuo ya mgbe ọzọ. Enwere cyber laws, enwere information technology policy, enwere cyber crime. Crime is crime. They will read the law for you and take you to court. And if you are found guilty, you find yourself n'ime cell or n'ime prison. So each na you can do anything you like. Now, when a serious cyber security laws, and when artificial intelligence, your fingerprint, your face. Now, INEC is now doing face recognition. Use your phone and snap yourself. You snap yourself and store it on the computer. You press your finger and your finger is on the computer. That finger is everywhere. There are certain things you will do. You will be caught. Nobody can easily change your finger. Every finger is unique. Every face is unique. So we are in the era of technology. So we have to be careful. Know that there are also laws guiding this technology. You may not know until you fall into it. Don't try to fall into it. If there are people that have already fallen, as a Christian, let us try out of court settlement and peaceful resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, may we clap our hands together for her? Thank you. Thank you. Permit me to usher in the fourth speaker of this year's 2022 Women of Destiny Fire Conference. No other person than Mr. Tony Mbakog. Let's clap our hands as he steps to the stage. The only man who is opportune to be in the midst of all the beautiful women of the world. Please, let's put our hands together for him.
Good afternoon, everybody. Women of Destiny, Women of Destiny, Women of Destiny. Please, I want to thank you for gathering with this mammoth crowd. In fact, I'm impressed. I'm so happy. There are so many people gathered here, and I know it's only the women that can do this. Only the women. Please, can you give yourself a round of applause? Yes, I was rightly introduced. My name's Engineer Bakov Anthony, and by profession, I'm a structural engineer. I'm a public speaker, and as well, I'm a business developer and entrepreneur trainer with Century 21 Freedom Group, and a member of the World Hub Academy. So before you today, I was asked to give a small talk on a topic bordering on the general topic you have, which is fostering the dignity of womanhood. But I'm going to take a part of this, which entails fostering the dignity of womanhood through woman empowerment. I hope we all know that. Okay, please, we have to stay focused because we have to move fast. I have limited time to deal with this. Then I have to, first of all, let us know what this topic is all about. It says fostering the dignity of womanhood through women empowerment. What is fostering? What is fostering? Okay, to promote. That's good. To promote. That is promoting the dignity of womanhood. And what is dignity? Dignity. The esteem of a woman. The esteem of a woman. Ugu, ugu. That is what? Dignity. And when you talk about womanhood, womanhood are those things that make you unique as a person. That's why you are a woman. Those things are the womanhood. That's what you mean by humanhood. And when we talk about empowerment, what are we talking about? We are talking about support. How to give support to the women. How to support the women in order to achieve those things they want to achieve. In order to make them have that dignity in the society. In order to make them to stand out as women in the society. So what I'm going to tell you today is those things those supports that the women need in order for them to stand out, to be able to compete favorably with other people, especially men, and in order to maintain a world free of rancor and a world of enterprise. So let us go into the proper topic. I don't know if my screen is showing because there are some empowered women that could have been, well, if you see it on the screen, but let's move ahead, okay? Then we talk about women empowerment. What we have here is women empowerment is the process by which women gain influence and equal opportunity to pursue their personal, social, and economic endeavors, engaging in all parts of society in equal basis as men. So, women empowerment is for women to engage in every aspect of life, including what? Social, economy, and their personal, which means nothing else is stopping them from achieving what they want. This is what we call empowerment. To support women, to support the women to achieve their personal things. There are some things you think that are personal to you, that you want to achieve. This is what we are talking about. There are some social things, there are some social gatherings that you want to belong to. But probably because of one thing or the other, you've not been able to express yourself in that light. There are so many businesses you want to pursue. There are so many things you want to achieve in life economically. But because you are a woman, you have not been given that support to be able to achieve those things economically. There are in the days beyond, they said the part of a woman is always in the kitchen. But I think those days are gone by because this time around, women are doing great and greater exploits all over the world. And what we are doing here today is to strongly equip you with what you need, with the things you need in order for you to be able to achieve that prospect. Now, I have my artwork here shows that even a woman can be the president of this country. If we all agree that women have equal rights as men as well, a woman can lead this country. We have seen in areas women has managed in this society, in our country, and we've seen that those things were managed very, very prudently. I can tell you when Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was the Minister of Finance, we never had a Minister of Finance so good as she was. Can you attest to that? We never had anybody, we never had a finance minister as diligent as she was. And she was rewarded by giving her the Director General of World Trade Organization. I think that's a bigger one. That is what we mean by what? Empowerment. So you see, women, when you empower them, they can go places. Are you with me? Okay, now, you can see that even in the life of, apart from politics, in life of engineering, you can see women doing greater exploits. Women are manufacturing. In Nigeria here, there is a woman that has used tires, condemned tires. She uses condemned tires to do furniture work. Have you seen that? Now, this is a woman. There is no man able to come up to do that. Can you attest to that? So what we are talking about is empowering the women, giving women the backbone, giving them the support in order for them to achieve what they want to achieve. Because we believe that women have greater dexterity, they have stronger willpower to achieve than the men who are troubled by so many things. Then let's move forward. Moving forward, I said, what makes a woman empowered? How do you know that a woman is empowered? Now, I'm going to tell you the things you will see in a woman, then you will know that this woman is what? Empowered. Number one is women's sense of self-worth. Women's sense of self-worth. Are you worthy? Do you believe in yourself? Do you think you can achieve? Do you think you can make a difference? This is the worth of a woman. When you have high self-worth, you tend to achieve more. And because you have that high self-worth, you dare. You do what? You dare. Where other people don't dare, you dare because you know yourself. You have that self-worth. Now, the second component we are talking about here is the right to have and determine what? Choices. Women that are empowered, they know their rights. They know that they have choices. You don't pull them anyhow. You don't drag them anyhow. They know what they want. And they determine their choices. Nobody determines those choices for them. You tell them to do this, they tell you, no, I don't want to do this. This is what I want to do. And this is the reason I have to do that. No matter what it takes, I am going to achieve it. These are the women that have been empowered. It's only when you are empowered that you can determine your choices and be able to face them squarely. Now, the third component we are talking about here is their right to have access to opportunities and resources. Most women are denied of this right. You see women that are empowered, they have the right to determine their opportunities. Opportunities are available everywhere. But it's not every opportunity that women enter into. Why? Because they have been reduced by the men, by the society. They have been reduced to the background. They have been reduced to the kitchen. So those opportunities that they want to get into, they don't get there. Why? Because they are not empowered. But the empowered man dares. She knows that this is her opportunity and she wants this opportunity. She does what? She goes to get it. She knows she has access to it. That is the examples of women that are empowered. She knows that, yes, I want resources. I need resources to achieve this and that. I need to get loan from so and so place. She does what? She goes ahead to get it. It is because of what? She's empowered. She's empowered. This is how you know people that are empowered. Now, the fourth thing here is the right to have power to control their own lives. The right to have what? Power to control their own lives. So many women have been murdered today in their matrimonial homes because they are not empowered. You can of late, we know Osinachi, the musician. She sang, I think her best music was Ekueme, and all that. Osinachi was murdered in her house. Was she empowered? She wasn't empowered. She had a good song. She was making money. But she wasn't empowered. She doesn't have the self-worth. She doesn't know who she was. That's why she was murdered. Cold-blooded. She was murdered. She doesn't have the power to determine her own. She doesn't have the power to control her own life. Even within her own family, within her own house. But an empowered woman has the power to control her own life. She has the power to tell the man, no, I'm not going to take this from you because I know my contribution in this family. I know what I have done in this family. And I know without me in this family, all these things you'll be doing, you can do them. Why is she saying that? Because why? She's empowered. She knows her worth. Do you know your worth? Do you know your worth? I'm happy with that. I believe you. Now, moving forward, we have the fifth is their ability to influence the direction of social change, to create a more just social and economic order. In fact, this is what the things are lacking in Nigeria. We have less empowered women in Nigeria. If Nigeria had bbeen governed by a woman, things will be a lot easier. I know things would have been a lot easier. Now, an empowered woman does what? She creates the social and economic change. Look at the atmosphere. Can you see the colorful attire are putting on? Different colors, but very colorful. Very, very what? Colorful. This is a social. You are bringing on people to speak to you so that you can learn some ideas, so that you can be well equipped to face the society. These are what? Social changes. You are changing the social arrangement of the society. So the people that are not aware will be what? They will be aware. That is creating the social change. Now in of economy, a lot of women are doing very well. There is this women attended their conference in Abuja. They are called the Amazon ambassadors. These women are wonderful. I give them the best. I'm telling you. These women organized an all expenses paid trip to Seychelles, and they all took their husbands. All paid expenses to Seychelles for 2 weeks. Spoiled their husband, bought a lot of things for them, and brought them back to Nigeria. How many of them? 100 women. Let me tell you, in those cases, do you think the man can ever ride the woman? Do you think so? Okay, your guess is as good as mine. Because when a woman is empowered, she has the capacity to affect her life. She has the capacity to affect our economic life. Because she has a self-worth. She knows that, yes, I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I can achieve. Even though as a woman, there is nothing limiting me from the man. We are all created by God. And we have the God DNA in us to achieve what we want to achieve. That I am a woman means that it's from me that the man will come out from. Therefore, I have the man in me and I have the woman in me. This is what a woman is. And once a woman sees herself in that shoe, once a woman sees herself in that category, she is like a tree, Abi. Okay, the top part of the tree is like a fruit. These are the things I just mentioned. They are the components of an empowered woman. The woman is empowered. These are the things you see. You see her self-worth. You see her determining her choices. You see her creating social exchange. These are the things you see. But the root, where she's standing, is a root. That is what is fueling what she's giving out. Now, what are those things? These are the things that we have to listen to. I'm happy that the last speaker, Dr. Mrs. Yufemi Acho-Koye, she dealt very, very well with technology. We are still coming to that because this era of technology is the era of the women. Did you hear that? The era of technology is the era of women. This is your time. The first century is the century of the women. This is the time for you to take over, overtake, and do what? Control. If you did there, now you carry last. Don't say I didn't tell you. So, like I was saying, under that tree, the root, what you have are the things that are going to make the woman to be what? Empowered. Now, those things include what? Those things ranging from education, training, awareness raising, building self-confidence, expression of choices, increase access to and control of resources. All these things are what will help the woman to be what? Empowered. It is these things that will give woman that tree, that fruit you saw there. Now, the woman is not just the way you are. I believe that a little girl, a girl child is also a woman, isn't it? Okay, good. Because that is where womanhood starts. But now, why is women empowerment important? Why is women empowerment important? You want women empowerment. Why is it important? Now, take this. Women empowerment equips and allows women to make life-determining decisions through the different problems in the society. An adage says is, what you get is what you do what? You give. Nobody gives what he doesn't have. Can anybody give what he doesn't have? Nobody. Now, for you to be able to give, you must do what? You must get. Now, what empowerment does is, empowerment gives the woman the support to be able to muster enough information, to use that information to process the social changes, the economic changes, and the personal changes that will yield development either in the family or in the larger society. Now, that woman starts from the girl child. It starts from where? The girl child. Most of you, all of you were girls before. Some ills in the society started from the treatment of a girl child. Now I ask you, who is a girl child? Who is a girl child? Look at what I have here. He said a girl child can be described as a powerful being who possesses unique traits and characteristics which makes her not only a woman but also a force to reckon with in a world where strength and virtue are on a constant decline. Now, furthermore, when the society empowers the girl child, everybody does what? Benefits. There is a maxim that says that when you train a girl child, you do what? You train a nation. So, in other words, when you don't train a girl child, what do? You destroy the nation. You destroy the nation. Now, in the days back, I remember that in those days, women were not encouraged to go to school. They don't train the girl child. Why? Because after training the girl child, they said her room is what? In the kitchen. She will go to the kitchen. So what will she be doing with education in the kitchen? They relegate her to the background. So she goes back to the kitchen. And they train the men. Because the men will always come out to be men. Men must be men, you know. They always come out and stand in front because we are the men. But you see, recent studies have shown that the society degenerates when the girl child is not empowered through what? Education. When the girl child is not empowered, you have a lot of shortcomings in the society. The men that have been trained, what have they achieved? They have not achieved much because they are the people that are giving us the problem in the society. It is not the female. So the training starts from the girl child. It starts from where? The girl child. So you have to train your girl child. You have to give that girl child the support she needs. Let me tell us how we can give the girl child the support. There are several ways you can give the girl child the support. Number one is through what? Education. The last speaker was widely educated. She was widely read. She's a PhD holder. And she took on a topic, technology and the dignity of technology and enforcing the dignity of womanhood. That's not a mean topic. That's not a small topic. But she dealt with that topic seriously like any other professor would have done that. So you see, what differentiates her from a male professor? Is there anything? You could even give her credit because she related the information she have with everyday life. Why? Because she's part of the everyday life. She is one of us. She has been in the kitchen. She is in the kitchen. She is in the classroom. She is in the business world. She is in the society. It's only the woman that goes all around, and it's only the woman that knows how to bring out those things out because she feels what every other person feels. I don't go to the kitchen. I don't know how it feels in the kitchen. I don't know. So things that will foster the affairs of women in the kitchen, you don't ask me that. No. But if you ask me of my office, that's okay. So a gay child needs education so that she can be able to support. It's only when she learns that she can do what? She can give back. When she learns, she empowers herself. She knows her left and right. She knows what she's supposed to do. It's only when you do that that you're empowering her. So that when she goes to her husband's house, she will now know through her education, she will be equipped to handle so many things coming out in her marital home. These are one of the ways. Now the second is training. Training. Some of us, we make a mistake of starving our girl child that training they desire. We think the society will give them everything as they grow up. But it's not true. It's not true. The society learns from two places. One is the home. Then secondly is the society. Now, in the society, the child learns sorts of things. She learns all sorts of what? Things. In the home, those things she learned are being bridled. She's been what? Retrained in the house, telling her how she should use the information she gets outside in order to do what? To better her life, so that she will do well in her house. This is the job of a mother. To train the girl child while she is at home. Okay. A girl was growing up. She never knew what it was to become a woman until one day she saw her period. She was crying. She thought she got injured. Why? Because nobody told her. She wasn't expecting such a thing to happen to her. Whose fault? Who? The mother. Not me. Is it not you? So that is the training. You don't spare anything as far as your girl is concerned. You tell her, give her every training, every education you can give her in the house, so that she will be equipped. She will be equipped. She will know how to handle a man when she sees a man. She will know how to talk to a fellow girl that is advancing her. She knows how to handle her husband. She knows how to treat virtually everything, because a woman is an all-rounder. A woman is an all-rounder. A woman needs careful. A woman needs what? Careful mentorship. It is very, very easy to be a man. Very, very easy. The easiest thing to be is to be a man. Whether I have money or I don't have money. I might go and impregnate a woman and she follows me to my house. Isn't it? What the woman sees in my house might be terrible. She might not live to tell the experience. But a woman cannot grow anyhow. Do you think a woman can grow anyhow? No. If a woman grows anyhow, will she go into a man's house? You see, that's where the problem is. That's why you need to train your girl child. When she's small, arrest her. Give her the necessary education. Let her see that she is your friend. That she can trust in you. She can confide in you. So that whatever happens outside, when she comes back, the first person she will talk to is you. Because she sees you as a friend. Talk to her. Don't spare anything. Anything you spare is what will do what? Spoil your girl child. Why? Because she is on her way to becoming a woman. So many women gathered here are not empowered. Do you know why? Because of the experiences they gathered when they were growing up. They lacked the education. They lacked the training. Now they are married. If you ask them how they are faring, you will just pity them. But then, that is the problem of the society. That is the problem of the society. The family did not prepare a lot of these women to face these challenges ahead. That is why seminars like this, conferences like this, is an opportunity. When you attend one, you stay, listen, get what you can get. Stop moving about. It is not the time to move about, because what you now, by the next time you hear it, it might not make the same meaning it made to you today. Because what you have here, if they tell you this thing, another position, it will not make the same meaning. Everywhere is unique. So, what we are saying is, try to train your girl child. All those problems you are having now are the things you talk to your child about. That is when she becomes more mature, stronger, and be able to face challenges. If we inculcate the challenges we have as women to our girl child, I'm telling you, our children in no distant time will live perfectly with their husband. But the gap is because we don't take them seriously. Some of the career people, they take their careers over training their children. Their career is more important than raising their they will enjoy when they grow up. And do you know what? They receive back. When the child grows up, they receive it back. Because those shortcomings we now start telling on the child. When they get married, every time she'll be coming back she'll be running away from the husband's house, coming to tell her, my husband did this, my husband did this. You will start telling her, it's not like that, you do it like this, you do it like that. These are the things you should have done much back, so that you enjoy yourself, so that you enjoy your life, and your is happy in her marriage home. But when we post all these things, we are postponing the evil day, which must surely come back to us. Now, the third thing I have here is psychology. You see, psychology is something you might think is abstract, but 90% of the things we do in life is controlled by psychology. There are things that are registered in your subconscious. There are things that are registered. If somebody caught you, if somebody did hurt you when you were young, I don't think you will easily forget it. Will you forget it? You will not forget it. Why? Because it's registered in your subconscious mind. It's registered. Each time you see something like that, so if it's something that frightens you, you're fighting again, and you'll never want to have such experience. So while a girl child is growing up, you have to monitor her psychology. There are things you don't do to her, so that she don't go and register it and hold it against you. So that when she sees you as an enemy, or she sees you as somebody that is not friendly, somebody that she cannot come close, somebody that, she cannot open up to. For example, there are such things as, there is a woman, she likes, I know this woman, there is nothing her daughter does that she did well. Nothing. Every time, Anofia, all that, the child was always crying. Why talking to your girl child that way? Why? It will affect her psychologically. It will affect her because she will start seeing herself as a never do well. So whenever she enters her husband, it is registered in her subconscious that she is a never do well. So she can never satisfy her husband. There are young that are being molested. Girl child that are being molested every day. The company they keep, you don't know. You are here right now, you don't know what is happening. There are companies they keep. So those companies might bring in abuse. It could be social abuse. It could be sexual abuse. It could be emotional abuse. All these things are the things that destroys the dignity of man. It reduces the dignity of the woman. And once that dignity is reduced, the push to go forward and achieve that thing you want is killed. And what we are out doing here is those things that will foster those dignity. Those things that will enhance your dignity. So that you can be able to face the challenges as a woman. Because Nigeria is earnestly looking for women, empowered women, take us to the promised land. I know that one day, the greatness of this country will be tied to a woman who said yes to governance. So please, when we talk about let us take it serious. Let us be serious. There was this woman, she had a child. She is this type that she's always in her office. She wants to move up to the corporate ladder very fast. Unknowing to her, her driver was having an affair with her daughter. This thing started very, very early in her life, but the mother did not know. So finally, when the driver left the employment, the girl started feeling somehow. She started rejecting everybody because the way the guy left, she felt that he was pushed out. He was not treated very well. So it affected her until what happened? Somebody now told her mother, look at what has been happening. Do you know that her daughter never got married? Do you know why she didn't get married? Because her emotions came down. When she discovered that she was abused, she was used, she cannot be able to face any man because she would think that every man knows that this driver has abused her. But meanwhile, she didn't see anything wrong with that. Why? Because nobody gave her that information. Nobody told her that this is wrong. Nobody told her that you are supposed to protect yourself from this. You are not supposed to of life. And that in life entirely. And today, she's regretting her life. But her mother, she's still in the corporate ladder, trying to get to the top, which they will never get. Because you can't get to the top while the ground is scattered. No, you make the ground so that you can step on something to get to the top. So these are the challenges we are facing in the society. And these are, you are supposed to provide. This empowerment is you that is supposed to provide it for your what? Your girl child. So while the society provides empowerment for the women also provides empowerment for their what? Girl child. So that the girl can be strong enough to withstand the pressures of being a woman, which is the womanhood. Okay? Now let's move forward. So how can you empower yourself as a woman? How can you empower yourself as a woman? But first of all, can I ask a question? If you know you are empowered, can I see your hand up? Okay, pretty cool. Okay, if you know you are not empowered, can I see your hand up? All these people that didn't raise their hand up before, which one are you? Are you in between? You are in the process of empowerment. Okay, I thank you very much. I never expected anybody to raise your hand because it's either you are empowered or you are on your way towards empowerment, isn't it? Now, this ministry, Canaan Land Adoration Ministry, is a ministry that is cut out to empower people. Because every Wednesday, every week, the ministry runs a program. What is that program for? It's empowerment. What is it for? It's empowerment. Hello? Because what you learn here is the same thing that the chief executive officers learn at Harvard. That is what they learn. But the beauty is that you get more. Why do you get more? Because you are given instances to support those teachings from the Bible so that you see that God supports these things we are talking about. Isn't it? It is the same thing. I listen, even though I might not be coming to Mbise every week, but I listen to the program on my phone. I don't miss it because it empowers me. It empowers me. The teaching on knowledge, how you can use knowledge to change your life, is awesome. It's awesome. There's no way you can go and read it. There is no way. So this is part of the empowerment. So you people are already on your way to empowerment. What you need to do, there are some things to it so that you can do what? You can achieve more. Now, one of those things is that you have to know yourself. Number one, know yourself. They said that, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. In this ministry, every end of the year, what do? We organize the name of what is the title of the crusade? Gathering of. Are you an eagle? If you're an eagle, raise up your hand. Oh, wow. That's great. Okay. Okay, good. The characteristic is that it has the ability to fly high altitude. Abi? Now, the opposite of an eagle is a chicken. Abi? A chicken. Abi? That is the opposite of an eagle. Okay. Who is a chicken here? Who is a chicken? Nobody is a chicken. But I must tell you, there are some chickens among us. Even though they might not realize it. I will tell you why. You see? The eagle moves alone. It doesn't move in company of other birds. All right? They move in company of eagles. Why? So that nothing draws them back. They move with the same mindset. That is what you should be. You should know yourself. Know who you move with. The move with determines the altitude you get in life. If you keep moving with Prof, I'm telling you, within the next 1 year, your life will be different. It's either you want to speak in English like she's speaking English, or you want to be dressing the way she's dressing, or you even want to go to school and get the kind of education she got, isn't it? But if you are moving with somebody, a gossip, what will you learn? You will learn to gossip. Abi? You learn how to tear people's families apart. Abi? Now, can such people work with Prof? They can't. Because a chicken cannot move with an eagle. The eagle moves. So like an eagle, I'm telling you to know yourself. Move in the company of eagles. If you see people you admire, what do? Move into their company. Learn what is unique about them. Grab them. These are the things that will empower you. You mustn't know everything. Learning is not always from the class. This is a learning. We are not in a classroom, but we are learning. Any situation you find yourself is a learning field. So you learn. When you surround good-mannered people that have made it in life, what are you telling yourself? Very soon I will be like these people. And you will make it. So you know yourself. Number 2, the second is you have to learn how to set short-term goals and long-term goals. How many of us know what is goal setting here? Goal setting. Okay. Let me just be brief. This is not part of the lecture. Goals are the things you want to achieve. Setting goals is outlining them. When you say short-term and long-term, you mean immediate and future. Now, long-term goals are things you want to achieve in the long run. It could be in the next 10 years. It could be in the next 15 years. These are long-term goals. In the next 15 years, I want to be the richest man in Imo State.
in the next 15 years, I want to be the richest man in Nigeria. That is a goal. You want to achieve it. Now, what do? You have to come back and set a short-term goal, Abi. That short-term goal is this small step you will move in order to what? To reach the long-term goal. You have to learn how to do that. Those short-term goals are things you do every day. Things you do every day. It is a calculation of those things you do every day that will now help you to achieve the long-term goal. But there are things that you set and it will not be achievable.
Time up.
Like you want to go to heaven when you are not dead. Is it possible? It's not possible. So let us be able to set goals that we can achieve so that we can be able to make it in life. Now, the third is you have to be yourself. When you are diligent in anything you do, be consistent to it and make sure you deliver. Then the fourth one is you have to work on your self-confidence. You have to be confident. How do you work on your self-confidence? Improve on your skills. If what you are doing requires you to improve on your skills, improve your skills so that you'll be confident in what you are doing. It's only when you know what you are doing, you know it very well, that you can be confident and tell people, yes, I can do this. But when you don't know your skills, you don't know what, you cannot achieve it. He said he's a lazy man that quarrels with what? His tools. But when you are competent with your tools, you do your work diligently. Then the fourth one is you have to educate yourself. Like we have said, educate yourself. Increase your knowledge. Always read your book. Always read something. Make sure you improve yourself by reading. There is nothing you read that is outside the system. Everything is a meaningful thing. It might not be applicable in what you are doing now, but in the long run, it will be applicable. Then, get away from your comfort zone. Don't stay somewhere you like to stay always. Because in that comfort zone, that is where poverty is. In that comfort zone, that is where poverty lies. What does an eagle do? In the nest, what an eagle does is, the eagle makes the small bird uncomfortable by removing the wings. When he removes the wings, he will now remove the grasses he used to nurse the baby. Now, what happens? The baby will become uncomfortable. When the baby is uncomfortable, he will start to do what? To fly. In that way, he will start to join the eagle in scavenging for food. So come out from your comfort zone and go to somewhere that you're uncomfortable so that you will achieve what you want. There is a video that I wanted them to play. I don't know if the media, if they can play that video. This is a video about the women that have empowered themselves. They are called the Amazon ambassadors. These are women that have made it. They get out from their comfort zone, move extra mile, and was able to achieve so much success in life. They have taken advance from the low level to the high level. These are women that have risen from the ashes to the classics. These are women. This is the Indian Ocean. You can see them. They are women like us in the Indian Ocean. They spoiled their husbands, took their husbands on a boat cruise, all expenses paid, vacation for 2 weeks, enjoyment. These are the women. So you can imagine, if all of us gathered here, we set our goal that in the next 5 years that we will go to where these women are. Can't we achieve it? Now what we are saying is you have to brace up, tighten your seatbelt. With the ministry you are standing on, giving you the backing, giving you the empowerment you need, I'm telling you, with God by your side, victory is sure. Thank you very much, and thank you indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Actually, Mr. Tony,
Amazon is a woman who is strong, beautiful, intelligent, very, and we are on a mission to have the Amazon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tony. Actually, you've really proved to us that you are an ardent follower of the work. Because all what you said here today are the words of our prophets. If you have been coming to this place, you will know that our prophet has already taught us on this particular topic. if you can remember. So all the things he said here today, my prophet has told us. So we thank you very much because you proved to us that you're a good listener. Thank you and God bless you. Any question? Do you have any question?
In the work, there is a big challenge the girl child used to have in the home. That is the peer group influence. The peer group influence disturbs the girl child from taking corrections from the mother. What can we use to teach the girl child on how to avoid peer group influence? Or how can it be missed in order to achieve our aim of training the girl child?
Okay, you want me to?
Hold on first.
Women of Destiny, my question is similar to Mommy's own. You talk about building a girl child. What do you do to a girl child who is not really friendly with the mother? She prefers telling her problems to her teacher instead of the mother at home. Because I once had an issue in school when I was teaching. I had a girl, she doesn't relate with the mother. She prefers telling me her troubles, her problems, especially when she was sexually abused. She told me everything, and the mother never knew anything about it. I was the one that related to the mother, let the mother knew about the issue. Second question is that I want you to give us examples of your short-term goals you said about. Examples of short-term goals. What you do before you get to your major goal or your main goal. And the third one is all about women empowerment. Before now, I used to think women empowerment is all about establishing a woman. Maybe your husband renting a shop for you, or the society, maybe skill acquisition. But today I've come to through learning, knowledge and understanding, or self-worth, as you said, is also empowerment. A situation whereby you have nobody to empower you. How do you empower yourself? Thank you.
Any other question?
In the work, sir, in your presentation, you talk about a woman. If a woman is empowered, she will have a voice in her home, even to the extent of talking to the husband that she has contributed in the family. Supposing it is in a situation that it is the man that trained her, give her the platform and connection, or she made the man already wealthy. So how can that person handle that issue? Then secondly, you also talk about let us come out of our comfort zone. And at the same time, you were also talking about aspiring a woman who to be at the corporate level and neglected her family. So how can we balance that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. I have these amazing questions. First question is to what he said, how...
One more.
Okay.
Women of Destiny, please, sir, my question is this. You've really said it all, but in the dignity of a woman trying to excel more than where she is. Now, taking the undertone that women don't even come out, but if they come out, as you said, like Konji Wala, that we, the men, support them. Because some of
of us have the ambition of getting out from where we are to something else. But we, the men, consider them. Thank you. Another.
Please, sir, my question is this. When you were educating us on the importance of empowering women, you said that women should be supported via education. That's educating the women. And we should also educate our children, girl child. Please, sir, I would like you to highlight more on self-education, because I believe if you do that, it will answer question 1 and 2. We are lacking it in our children. We are lacking the education, and it's causing harm to them. Thank you. Last one.
Thank you, sir. But your lecture is super. I'm so much interested and I'm happy. My question goes like this. In a family of 4, 3 boys and a girl, and the girl, in the midst of them, finds it difficult to cooperate with the 3 boys, how can you advise us on what to do to get this girl relaxed? Because every time she's not comfortable, she's not shouting on them, they are fighting with her, the 3 boys are gagged against her, and she's not even ready to do anything in the house because she keeps on saying these boys are also supposed to be doing something. So please, I'd like you to give us a tip on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, may we listen?
Women of destiny, in the walk, yes, I got some, these questions are awesome. I think number 1 and number 2 is talking about peer groups affecting the girl child to overcome. Especially the first one said, one that doesn't listen to the parents. How can you overcome this? Now, it's a disaster. When your child doesn't listen to you, that your child is not your friend. True or true? Not your friend. Everything boils down to training, relationship. How do you relate with your child? How do you care? Even a small baby knows you take care of him or her. If the type that scolds people, if the child sees you, she will shrink. She wouldn't want to open up. But once she sees somebody that likes to make her happy, you will do what? Open up. Now, you have to open up to your child. You have to make your child your friend. Not necessarily lord things over your child. That you must do this, this, that. No. Everybody has rights. Where your own right stops as a mother is where your child right starts as a child. When you treat your child badly, when you scold her at any small instance, then what you are telling her is she's not good enough. She can't learn. And what it means is that she can't be comfortable with, because when she goes out, her friends tell her the best. Oh, you are very good. Ah, no, in this one you are bam. Oh, you are super. And who will she listen to? The person that is giving her the praise. So you don't, even when a child does something wrong, there is a way you correct. The Bible says when you flog with, you bring back with the other hand. Why are you doing that? So that you show love. You discipline in love, not out of wickedness. Just because you think you are a mother, you can flog and flog and flog. After all, they won't do anything to you. No, it's affecting the psychology of the child. So you to bring that child back to you, you have to win her. You have to take the process of winning a soul back. You have to start doing things that will endear you back to her. You have to start to retelling her those things you have told her before. You have to retell her. Let her unlearn you so that she can learn fresh things from you. She has to unlearn that you don't hate her. That what you are doing is for you to assist her to be a good person.
You have to make her understand that. That is the only way you can bring her back. You cannot bring her back by further dividing it, maybe scolding her further. No, bring her back. Call her back. She will answer you. She's your daughter. And when she sees those things, when you start praising her in anything she does well in, she will come back. Everybody likes praises. Even God likes praises. How much more we people? Praise your child. Whenever she does anything, praise her so that she knows that when she does something wrong and you scold her, she will know the difference. Have I done justice to that? Okay, the next question says, what do you do to a girl who is not friendly with the mother but prefers the teacher? He prefers the teacher. Teacher cracks joke in class. The teacher cracks joke in class. And probably when you answer a question, the teacher will say, fantastic, you are beautiful. How many times have you praised your child? After dressing, you say, oh, honey, you are wonderful. This is bam. This is, I love this. Do you know what it does to the mind of your child? It makes her feel she's the best. And that is how she will carry herself out. Because my mom says I'm the best. Therefore, I am the best. Nobody is better than me. With that consciousness, she will continue to do everything that way. But when you don't tell her that, and the teacher keeps telling her, then she will learn to have more confidence in the teacher. So you have to bring her back. I think we have used this stone to kill these two birds. Am I? Okay. Okay, somebody was talking about setting goals, the short-term goals we are talking about. You see, short-term goals are things you do. Probably it could be routine. It could be a weekly routine. It could be a monthly routine. Now, I have a goal. I have a goal. And my target is I want within the next 20 years, I should be making nothing less than 100 million naira every month. That's my financial goal. Okay? Now, it's a long-term goal. That is 20 years' time. All right? Now, what is my short-term goal? My short-term goal is, as an entrepreneur, I have to do my daily activities every day. I have my schedules. I wake up 4 o'clock, start our family prayers, 6 to PHP. After the PHP, I have a Zoom meeting by 7 o'clock. After that Zoom meeting, I have calls to make. I have people I need to attend to. I do that. These are things I do every day. Now, in between, there are other things I put across. These are things that has to do with social, that hasn't got to do with my business. I give time also to that. So in a 24-hour shift every day, I devote business. Now, these are things I do on a short-term basis every day. I know that if I keep doing these things every day, within the next 20 years, I will hit my target. These are the short-term goals. These are the short-term goals. It depends on your own activity. We can now draw up your own goal, then set up a short-term goal for you that you'll be following judiciously. This is what we call mentorship. This is what we call mentorship. And these women of ambassadors, this is what they do with women, ordinary women, onubu sellers. They pick up onubu, mentor them, discipline them, and they get involved in some businesses, and you see them doing them judiciously. Within 3, 4, 5 years, you see that woman a different person. Everybody has the potential of becoming rich. Everybody. God has not withdrawn anything from anybody. It is we that are reducing ourselves because we don't believe that the God DNA is what? In us. Because he has asked us to go and multiply and fill the earth and explore. Did he remove anything? No, he said explore. So we are limitless. What we can do is what? Limitless. So it is by setting goals that you can target yourself, put yourself on a target, and achieve what you want. 4 is women empowerment. He said, establishing a women skill acquisition and all that. He said a situation where you don't have anybody to empower you. How can you empower yourself? Now, beautiful. I said, this question brought me into what I said before, that the era of the 21st century is for the women. You see, Prof talked something about technology. All of you here, you have phones, right? Do you know who they call Linda Ikeji? You know, she's a blogger. Now, Linda Ikeji started 15, 16 years back. You understand me? She started as a blogger, was begging for people to advertise on her blog. But nobody listened. Nobody listened to her. Of course, she went to school and read, but nobody listened to her. She went to some for them to raise loan of 500,000 for her so that she can start a business. But they told her they cannot honor that loan because she doesn't have a collateral. But today, Linda Ikeji, banks are falling on top of her, begging her to come and take loan of 500 million. 500 million. Does she need it? No. Now, what does Linda do? Amebo. Isn't it? Is it not gossip? But some of you here gossip more than her. Keep money from it. So, how do you make money from your own gossip? How? That is what you fashion out. That is empowerment. How do you make money from it? I know that some of you here that can cook a goosey soup very, very well. Abi? And if I lick it, I will dash all the money in my bank account. Abi? How do you make people know how to do that? People in America are looking for how to prepare a goosey soup. How do you do that? The technology, you have your phone there with you. What are you doing with it? Mama Nkechi, is that all? Phone. There are limitless things you can do on your phone. There are so many ways you can empower yourself. Do you know that you can import goods from abroad, right from this place you are? Do you know that? You don't have to travel abroad. But on your phone, Oiboma will send the goods here. They will come to your house and drop it. That is technology. That is the 21st century. Do you know that there are so many things you can do in your house with your phone? Even your husband will be working. Your husband will not know that you are even working while you are doing your business on phone. Do you know that? It's only women that can do that. It's only women that can win trust. In these days that trust has declined, it's the women that can win that trust. And how do you get that trust? It's on your phone. So this phone is not only men that can use it, Abi. Thank God, men can use it, women can use it, Abi. And even men don't even know how to use it more than the women, Abi. I never see a man amebo. Now only women amebo I see, and they're making lots of money. So, so you see, there are so many ways you can empower yourself. So many ways. You don't have to wait for somebody. The time has gone to wait for your husband. Your husband will be doing guy for you. Before I give you that thing, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, that time has gone. Move out from your comfort zone. Don't stay that place that is cool for you. That place that is cool will kill you. Go to where it is hot, where you will be charged, where you will be hungry. Do you know KFC? Kentucky Fried Chicken. The owner of is an American company. The owner of that company worked. He did so many things. So many things. He ended up as a chef and retired at the age of 65 years. After retiring, he didn't know what to do again. He got tired and he broke. No kobo. All the what do you call it? What do you call the retirement they gave to you? Pension and gratuity they paid him was not $200. So he was broke. Do you know what he did? He went and checked what he can do and discovered that there is one thing he can do and do it very well. What is that? Cooking. Cooking. So what did he do? He decided, he used the small money he had, borrowed money for some people, bought chicken, fried it, organized it, grilled it, and was supplying people from door to door. And people were eating. Oh, wow, this is wonderful. Yeah, good. I want another one tomorrow, okay? Good, good. From there, man established KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Today, the man for $100 billion. Today. So, you can start. Sorry. Now, let me just rush. What I talked about, leaving your comfort zone and family, I think, comfort zone. Okay? Then he said, in a situation where a woman doesn't have any support and the men cannot support them, how can they support themselves if the men? I think we have answered that with the other question. Okay? He says women should be supported. Of course, I said that. Through education. How can I educate myself? And how can they educate themselves? I've answered that, Abi. I think I've virtually answered all the questions. Okay, somebody said, the last one said, in a family of four, 3 boys and a girl, the girl finds it difficult to cooperate with the boys and all. You see, if you are in a family, there is something you have to do. Form it as a habit for your children to be doing things together. Don't differentiate chores for the male and female. Let everything be done what? Together. Let everything be done together. In doing things together, the children do what? Discover themselves. It is only in doing that together that you can achieve success. Having answered that, I thank you so much for the time. I'm sorry for wasting your time now, but I plead that you will get the best, and then God will equip you to empower yourself.
Put your hands together for him. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Please, we are calling on Umar Hazon to come to the stage immediately. Umar Hazon.
Please, we thank all the speakers for their wonderful performance or for their wonderful lectures they just gave us. May God bless them in Jesus' name. Please, after a short break now, because the food is ready. After the short break now, as we come back again, then we are coming back again with Umuahia group with their dance. And then from there, other things will follow. Please. I am going to bless the food now, so that you will go and enjoy yourself. And then so that people can go and stretch their legs and get ready for other shots. Please, Doc Toby, Osarachi, I'm sure you are giving them food very well. I've seen the picture you sent to me. That's wonderful. Please, I'm going to add some people to that father's table now. I'm going to add some women to that table now. Because that table is called Father's Table. And I'm going to eat with them this afternoon. So, and onye opona that is qualified to eat na table ahụ, ihe ọ pụtara bụ na onye ahụ na-agba mbọ ịfụ na ife a na-eme gịnị na-aga aga. There are some women who are making personal effort ịfụ na ide work na-aga aga. And there is no other place, other way than making sure that women of the work na go for. So, because many of us, like as I said something about my daughter, Gloria Okon from Katsina State, the effort she's making in Katsina State is a personal effort. Even Agaga in her own area, she's making a personal effort, moving here and there. Because if you see anything moving, somebody is moving it. And I am just trying to honor these people for other people to wake up and be responsible. To wake up and be responsible. Not I say baketana itogi mini ado echogacho. Even some people close to your family, some people in your neighborhood, they're gonna happen so they don't even know about it, the work. So these people, name na adeketa na tebula, they are people I have seen personally. Many of them, before, they have not been close to me before in terms of talking, but from far distance, I forgot that they are making wonderful efforts. And hear this now. To make wonderful effort, if na imreki the work na gaga, ka your own area na gaga, you will not do it when we appoint you or elect you as a leader. Even if you are nothing, you can do something. True of us. Even if you are nothing, you can do something. You can build up your area by going from house to house, letting people know about the work. Gathering women together. I know now, on Saturday, there will be a Zoom meeting, encounter with the prophet. What are you doing? What are you doing to make this program a success? So, and all of us here, we are women. Are you wanting that strategy we can use to bring others? And this father's table, we will continue with it. They can say that I have not spent ministry money even on myself or on anybody except the projects in the ministry. But how the first time I am just spending the ministry money on people. And I have said that, Doc, if you open a hurry, we are going to pay for it. And in fact, this afternoon, Nenga added to them this afternoon. You know, we are going to decorate their tables with fruits of all kinds. My apple, my banana, my mania, the teacher. let them eat and rejoice. Because onye rụrụ ya mee gịnị? Onye rụọ ya mee gịnị? O nwere egwu ndị Mbaise na-agụ, ha na-asị ọ mụrụ rie onye mụrụ amụ aya na-eme gịnị? Aya na-eri. Nkele amụ ha kwa amụ orikwa eri. Ọ bụ ya mere gịnị? Ọ bụ ya mere onwe ya. Mana ọ mụrụ rie onye ga ọrụ bata a ga-akpọ ya ọrụ. So please and please, from any angle where you are, you can do something. Please, like in this conference, as I heard from the national president of women, that there is a woman from Lagos that organized women in her own area. And then she paid for the coaster Buhaba from Lagos to here. And the coaster came here on Sunday. And the coaster had been here since Sunday till today. One woman paid for it and told other women to enter. Such a person needs to be appreciated. Please, who is that person? I have not seen her before. I don't even know. Where is she? Please come forward here. Wonderful. Please come here. Please clap your hands very well. Clap your hands. Wonderful. You know, this is the first time I'm seeing her. I don't need to know you before you do anything for God. I don't need to know you at all. I don't need to appoint you to do anything until you do it. There are many people who can do this, but they cannot even do it. Ịmakwa na inwe ego n'ụwa dị iche, inwe obi ejeri egeri dịkwa iche. If somebody from Lagos chatara moto ụmụ anyị bịa mee gịnị banye, let's go. Then all the way from there, and the vehicle arrived here on Sunday, and it has been here since that Sunday till tomorrow. They will go back. Somebody Kurogoya, please clap your hands for that. And this is a wonderful thing. If we can get women like her 10, this whole place will be filled up. You are from Ituboma, Obo, Aba here, Port Harcourt here. What effort did you, or what did you do before this conference so that other women in your locality will be here? So what we are doing now is a kind of, we are just trying to encourage people. Onye me ihe ọma anya megene anya kọrọ ya aka. Onye me nke ọjọọ anya pịa ya ụtalị. Then, and to join people in that table also. There are some leaders. There are some leaders or women leaders in their different areas that are doing excellently well, highly organized. They are doing excellently well. That people that are from their own area, they prepared for this thing very, very well. Any going easy to lead your own side, you must be up and doing. And if you are up and doing, at the end of the whole thing, either conference here, we will see it. Because Ihawanaka are they genuinely? So many of you are trying, but if you are trying, if we come here every year, we will see it. That really you are a good leader. So the next person that will join them in that table, Gabo, the leader of Owerri Zone. Owerri no. Owerri please, Ugeze, Poteba. You will join us on that table. And the next person, because some women from different zones, yes, we are trying, but with this, I am challenging you to try more. If only here, Garaga, because I know that Owerri Zone, I know that all of you, all of you are happy. If I have witness people there, stand up and say, I am a witness. Very good. So, very good. So right now, also, because Obroma Umuwanyo Were, after conference here, Aga Hazi, Umuwanyo Were Tishia one day, the road to Hatiketa, Bagadi everywhere. So no black wine, Troki here the Yamma, Yabegani, Yaga with the walk. Other women will follow, and next year, in fact, Eba from here to here, Gabo Sondo with a nanny. Another leader of a zone, I have confirmed doing excellently well, moving everywhere, and has proved to be a lover of the work. Organizing women, making sure that everything nagaga, and she is going to join them. Natrenia, Bo, the leader of Nobi. So please, these women here, they are standing here as source of encouragement to all of you. They come say, Paul, Obro ke mere gonyi isi ke ga lolo. The leader, the person that came from Lagos, which side of Lagos? Sister, which side? Yaba, very good. Yeah, my first time to see her. My first time to see her. My first time to see her. And if you look at those from Katsina State, they also come. They came here, and they are now with their uniform, showing that they are prepared, and they are doing very, very well. May God bless you. Please let onyo obuna ndi Igbo si onye bu watere onye buwe. Onye akpoli bi onye koni. So let all of us swing into action and let us do this and do it well. Let us do this and do it very, very well. And there is one person I will add. I know many of you here are making wonderful efforts. There is somebody again I will add. And I think she will be the youngest among them. Since up in the work, they will just do the work. From now, unlikely they work so much. There is no program amen in the work. Program shirike. Program bo eme ya na nobi on ya. Eme ya na mbise here on ya. Ihe ọbụla bụ ministry program. Ministry program. Ma crusade, ma nkao, ebe ọbụla emere ya on ya. She must be there. Even though no one will be umuaka because some women person or here many of them are in schools na ha nwere obere umuaka. Mayo women will obere umuaka and she is the only person na kata for umuaka ndi anine. But even though one obere umuaka or they allow be the worker. Obro ma be the worker now. Now. I was some say go in peace. Obro molaru ebe ya. No kwa na enwere program ọzọ ozugbo. Okay, Megan. Okay, atọ kwa back again. They are here. Very insignificant, but our eyes are open, watching. Please, Achikolo, where are you? Come and join them here. Ninobi, Nafuzo. Very good. Very good. So, and as we continue, some people may join this temple Nabali. Some may join in the morning. Okobola onyokomita nyoteregi. Then you join. So please, Doc, please look at your people. They are going to join the table now. So meshakita idebru fruits. Age bunyaha, mwanya ge bunyaha, age jina asavu hanni okobona. God bless you. Please may we stand. Kai goes in near. So Masakita, I will come to your table and eat with you. Enyemaka ini kaide na ahụ onye nwanyị Chineke nna gọzie nne ya ma ndị rigoro eri ma ndị ribelenu ndị keriri eri gọzie nne ya n'afọ ha nna karibe eribe ka Chineke gọzie nne ya oge anyị ga-eli nne ya ka anyị riri ndụ ahụ isi ike na nchekwa. Through this food may we be recharged to face other programs we are having today. And as we eat, may this food grant us good health, favor, and divine blessings in life. Agoze munni anahanna na wa na monson. Let the whole church here shout amen.